On her first day, Maya Akutsu threw everyone's failing test papers on the floor, forcing the students to pick them up. She felt their poor scores did not even merit calling their names. Only the top 3 students received theirs normally. She punished the lowest-ranking students by naming them class representatives, a role that actually meant cleaning filthy toilets instead of leading. This unfair system gave top students more study time. Eventually, her relentless pressure sparked a class rebellion, but Maya remained unfazed and earnestly explained her reasoning. Only hard workers can build a happy life. Everyone was stunned. Nobody expected Maya to be so overbearing, yet on the first day she sprang a test on them. Kazumi panicked because she was unprepared. As the exam began, the tip of her only pencil broke. She tried to borrow one from a classmate. Under the teacher's gaze, she didn't dare ask, so she tried scratching the lead with her fingernail. Meanwhile, Yusuke used his eraser as a dice, guessing every answer. He tried to pass his pencil to Kazumi, but the teacher caught him and accused him of cheating. A panicked Kazumi tearfully handed in a blank test. Before results came out, the teacher announced a new rule. Top students pick seats first and can even skip class. Soon, only Kazumi and slacker Yusuke remained. These two became class monitors. Per the rules, they stayed daily to clean bathrooms. Mischievous Yusuke didn't mind, but Kazumi was miserable. Next day, she accidentally spilled lunch while serving classmates. The spill caused an uproar. While Kazumi panicked, Maya ordered that the remaining food go to the top 5 students first. Everyone else was upset, but Maya responded with another stern lesson. All right. Maya did this to teach the hungry students the value of food. Those without lunch blamed their own poor grades, and the representative's mistake. Maya spoke so confidently that they could not argue, so they only glared resentfully at the representatives. The pair had it even worse, hungry and forced to clean. Kazumi felt deeply wronged, and when she got home, she confided in her older sister, whose words made her realize that to overcome being overlooked, she had to ace the next test. Determined to earn respect, she resolved to study hard. However, rising to the top was tough. Often, the teacher erased the board before she finished copying, forcing her to borrow notes. While top students got special attention, Kazumi didn't get discouraged. It fueled her determination. She stayed up late nightly, having her sister tutor her even on her way to school. Reviewing notes on the way, exam day finally arrived. Prepared this time, Kazumi even double-checked her stationery. But she'd forgotten a restroom break and felt terrible. As the teacher brought the papers, she didn't dare ask to leave, so she toughed it out. Nervousness made it worse. Under the teacher's stern gaze, she couldn't speak up, and time flew by. Sweating in discomfort, Kazumi finally asked to leave, but the teacher coldly refused and criticized her time management. Seeing this, the top student Hikaru stood up to ask for an exception. However, the teacher insisted on the rules, claiming Kazumi might use the break to cheat. Hikaru disagreed with the teacher. Can you handle it? If you ignore her effort, then you are wrong, Miss Akutsu. The class admired Hikaru's courage and silently cheered her on. Although she had challenged Maya's authority, Maya was not angry. Instead, a hint of satisfaction crossed her face. Then she asked Hikaru to make a choice. She had to either stick to her previous actions or give up her right to take the exam. But Hikaru didn't hesitate at all. She chose to forfeit the exam and walked out of the classroom. Grades didn't mean everything to her. Then she pulled Kazumi along toward the restroom. When the teacher opened her test paper, she found that Hikaru had already finished all the answers. At that moment, the two of them were running to the restroom when Kazumi suddenly dropped to her knees. In the end, she just couldn't hold it in. Kazumi, as tears of shame fell like rain. Seeing how upset she was, Hikaru quickly comforted her and promised to keep her secret. She took her to the changing room. Back in class, the teacher replaced Kazumi as monitor with Hikaru. A new rule was added. Anyone defying the teacher would be punished with the monitor role. This harshness sparked student gossip about the teacher's past. Apparently, she once worked at a top school but vanished for 2 years. The students suspected Maya had been demoted for something shameful. They decided to tell their parents and demand an explanation from the school. Kazumi feared being blamed for her 0 scores, but trouble arrived anyway. At home, she found her mother calling another parent. After learning that Kazumi had gone hungry and been forced to do class chores, the parents rushed to school. The students were thrilled. expecting Maya to be punished. But Kazumi sensed something was wrong. In the office, the parents criticized Maya in front of the principal. While he struggled to respond, Maya sat down without concern. Ignoring the tension, she offered to speak with each parent privately. Then something unexpected happened. Parents she spoke with were praised, calling her a great teacher. The homeroom teacher understood what they cared about. Knowing they only focused on grades, she promised special attention to the students. She empathized with the mothers' hardships, making them feel understood. She easily resolved the crisis. As the mothers left smiling, everyone's hopes were dashed. Then, the teacher appeared and arrogantly explained the reason behind the mother's change of heart. These sheltered children were easy to manipulate, but they soon decided to rebel. Then an intruder carrying a dagger burst into the classroom. As the students panicked, another female teacher bravely stepped forward. She fought him with a steel pointer, but she was no match for him. As the intruder charged toward the students, Maya quickly floored him. It was only a safety drill arranged by the principal, but Maya ended it at once. She criticized the principal for staging a show for the inspectors. Then Yusuke challenged Maya, asking whether she could really protect them in an actual emergency. Yusuke mocked Maya to embarrass her, but she accepted the challenge. He then asked the male staff members to fight her seriously, making them furious. Within moments, Maya defeated every one of them. Everyone was stunned, including the principal. Back in class, Maya warned, "I know everything. If I tell your parents about your mistakes, no one would escape," but the students thought she was bluffing. Maya showed one girl a photo of her on a date and played a recording of another student insulting their parents. Yusuke stood up, claiming he had nothing to fear from her threats. Yet Maya still exposed his most painful secret. "It's about your mother, how she put you in daycare ever since you were little." Shocked by Yusuke's family troubles, students stared at the carefree boy. The teacher harassed him, claiming his inattention was just an escape. These words reopened his wounds, fueling his inferiority. As the teacher's insults grew harsher, Kazumi couldn't take it. Seeing her friend mistreated, she bravely told the teacher to stop, saying that even if he was a poor student, but he's kind and enthusiastic. When classmates struggle, he helps out. He has hidden strengths the teacher misses. The teacher shouldn't mention his parents. Kazumi's words moved her slightly, yet she stubbornly assigned Kazumi all class chores as a penalty for disobedience. But the students hadn't realized one thing. The teacher's influence grew. To improve learning, she split the class into 6 groups with collective responsibility. She encouraged mutual supervision, rewarding those who reported others. This worked quickly. When a girl reported a stolen wallet, the teacher took it seriously. She used a process of elimination, making students list suspects for investigation. But unexpectedly, the students stood united, and no one named a suspect. Students cheered, believing they were safe, but they underestimated the system. As collective punishment, everyone got a 10,000 word essay. Workloads grew, and they stayed 30 minutes late. Everyone complained, but the victim reacted most strongly. She suffered most, yet was still punished. But the teacher told her. At first, the students dismissed Maya's warning, but conflicts soon erupted. Their unity fractured, and the class descended into chaos. Maya did not intervene. She watched exactly as planned. As the days passed, Erica, the thief, felt mounting pressure. One day, while trying to dispose of the evidence, Kazumi caught her. Seeing she could no longer hide it, Erica admitted she stole the wallet out of jealousy. Too afraid to own up, she asked Kazumi to return it secretly to avoid punishment. Kazumi reluctantly agreed, but while returning it, she was caught by Hisako. Hisako ignored her explanation and ran to tell the teacher. Although given a chance to explain, Kazumi refused to betray Erica. She took the blame and apologized to the class. Everyone shunned her except Yusuke, who believed her. Stressed, Yusuke decided to drop out. Kazumi couldn't believe the conflict and asked Erica to admit the truth. Instead, Erica blamed Kazumi for interfering, badmouthed her, and ended their friendship. Kazumi was shocked her kindness met such coldness. Swallowing her anger, Kazumi stayed quiet. But things worsened as Erica stirred up the class to mock her. They defaced her books and drenched her with a water bucket. Erica just laughed at her misery. Trying to escape the bullying, Kazumi was blocked by her teacher, who unsympathetically scolded her for running and grabbed her hand. The teacher's words made her fall into deep thought. She knew being with her classmates was a kind of fate and didn't want to graduate with regrets. Kazumi decided to completely change herself and shared this with Yusuke. Not wanting her to be isolated, he decided to return to school as well. In this way, they encouraged each other. They faced each setback together. When the bell rang the next day, they confidently promised Maya that they would stop running from challenges. Maya was pleased but warned them not to relax. She was canceling summer vacation and requiring attendance. She would reward the best groups with red flowers while severely punishing the group with the fewest. The winning group would graduate early, with teacher recommendations to prestigious schools. Though upset about losing vacation, parents loved the free tutoring, leaving students no choice but to work for red flowers. Soon, students showed intense enthusiasm in every class and even at lunch. However, Kazumi felt they had lost their joy. That night, she wrote to every classmate, hoping to awaken their innocence. Then, she left a letter on every desk. Everyone joked about it. Erika even tore up the letter Kazumi spent all night writing. Seeing this, Kazumi stood by the door, heartbroken. Yusuke tried to stop them but ended up arguing with classmates. Kazumi intervened but fell. Everyone was stunned. Luckily, the teacher arrived and took her to the infirmary, bandaging her like a pro. Yusuke pitied Kazumi's situation and blamed everyone for misunderstanding her. Everyone felt guilty for doubting Kazumi. Yusuke and Hikaru picked up the torn letter. Reading it, the classmates realized Kazumi was angry about their complaints. Moved, everyone was brought to tears. Kazumi staggered back to the classroom, but the teacher still told her to clean the hallway. This act stirred sympathy among the classmates. Hikaru was the first to stand up, deciding to help her clean the hallway. However, the teacher reminded her, "You are the only one in our class who has chosen to stand with her. You might be isolated by the other students." But as soon as the teacher finished speaking, another student stood up and said they were happy to help Kazumi, and then a few more students stood up as well. Despite risking their graduation, they stood in solidarity. Kazumi felt her efforts paid off. The teacher watched them rally, secretly pleased as this was her plan. Still, she kept testing them, creating more trouble. She told Erika she knew about the stolen wallet and demanded she become an informant. Guilt-ridden, Erika agreed. Unexpectedly, a classmate saw them, and soon everyone knew the truth. Shamed by her peers, Erika fled into the night. Erika trashed the classroom and tried to burn away the evidence of her shame. Maya rushed in to stop her, but Erika swung a box cutter at her. Maya calmly caught the blade with her bare hand, and blood ran across her palm. Erika and the other students froze. Furious and ashamed, Erika blamed Maya and insisted that she was only a child. Maya had asked Erika to be an informant, but now she asked why Erika had not simply refused instead of running away. She used this to teach the class that even children must take responsibility for their choices. Moved to tears, Erika felt deep remorse. Although she dreaded returning the next day, Kazumi called out to her, showing that she had already forgiven her. Kazumi's kindness moved Erika, and the rest of the class forgave her too. Seeing their unity, Maya felt quietly pleased. The next day, she entered looking completely different, stunning everyone. No longer stern, she seemed warm and friendly. Some students even wondered whether she had a split personality. Maya apologized and explained that she had only been strict to motivate them. Seeing their progress, Maya finally revealed her gentle side. Kazumi was overjoyed, but Yusuke woke her up. The scene had only been Kazumi's dream. With graduation approaching, they would soon be free. The students did not realize that Maya's strictness had actually strengthened their bond. To preserve those memories, they planned one final project together. They spent the week making a graduation keepsake. Expecting a refusal, they were surprised when their teacher agreed. Everyone bought boards and carved them. The excited students went to the activity room and assembled them. When finished, they saw it was a portrait of everyone. It formed a pattern of words. In their excitement, however, they forgot that a graduation keepsake also needed their teacher. Just as they celebrated, Maya interrupted them. She handed out grade reports and private school applications. Since every parent wanted private school, Kazumi grew anxious while hiding her own choice. Kazumi had once thrown away her older sister's paintbrush and lied so she could get a new one, but she felt it was too late to confess. When the school choice meeting began, Kazumi still chose a public middle school. She believed private school did not guarantee a better university or career. After Kazumi's mother failed to persuade her, Maya tried as well. Since you were a minor, you shouldn't just ignore your parents and walk away. Maya held Kazumi's notebook and reminded her that the computer contained every student's secrets. Kazumi reluctantly gave in. Maya's pressure pushed the students to follow their parents' wishes. She then explained that although children have dreams, their parents simply want them to have better lives, even when that concern limits their growth. I'm sorry, but your parents trust me with your education, so I must take responsibility. The teacher gave everyone a meaningful look, but the students didn't get it, thinking she was just siding with their parents. Later, they met to discuss what to do. While stuck, one student suggested reporting her or getting her fired. Kazumi felt that was despicable and wouldn't help. In the end, they decided to sneak into her office. They tried deleting the evidence from Maya's computer to end her threats. As they celebrated, Maya suddenly appeared. She had expected this and copied every file. With even more leverage, she demanded that they obey every rule during the next day's open class or face expulsion. Realizing they were outmatched, Kazumi suggested that they stop letting others control their future. Let's just admit our mistakes to our parents. Being honest is the only way they'll trust our choices. The skeptical students decided to try. During class the next day, Kazumi stood up first. She told her mom she lied about losing her sister's old paintbrush because she didn't like it. Since her mom always praised her sister, Kazumi felt angry and jealous, losing her self-confidence. Kazumi had worked hard to protect her relationships with both family and classmates. Once timid, she had grown stronger through every hardship. More students stood up, admitted their mistakes, and apologized, hoping their parents would respect them in return. The parents fell into thought, while Maya quietly approved. After those confessions, the barriers between the children and their parents began to disappear. Kazumi finally understood Maya's efforts, but Maya remained outwardly indifferent. Everyone was still happy to have their parents' support, and the students began to see that her methods were simply unusual. Then the principal summoned Maya and urged her to be gentler. A student had reported her unfair treatment, prompting an official investigation. Now, even the principal might be unable to protect her. Maya still refused to change. When she returned to class, she became even stricter. She confiscated everything unrelated to studying, including Yusuke's favorite stuffed toy. After school, Kazumi found Maya and pleaded with her to return it because it was the most precious gift Yusuke's mother had left him. But Kazumi asked the teacher another question. Kazumi said Maya's strictness was meant to help them grow, but Maya dismissed her as sentimental. When Kazumi got home, education board investigators were already waiting. They questioned her first because Maya had treated her most harshly. Forced to answer only yes or no, Kazumi told the truth, but they would not let her explain Maya's intentions. The next day, the class learned that parents had complained about Maya. Yet the students now believed she was a good teacher because everyone had improved. To prove it during the education board's inspection, they planned to ask her difficult questions. Hikaru asked the first one. The teacher told everyone that studying isn't just for exams, but to become better people. A thirst for knowledge helps us navigate the world more effectively, teacher answered. Maya explained that life becomes much harder as people grow up. Anyone unable to endure setbacks will struggle as an adult. Her point was valid, but Kazumi replied, "You say happiness is rare, but happiness is different for everyone. Among the 24 of us, there are 24 kinds of happiness. Our class has grown because of your thoughtful teaching. You are a good teacher." Maya stopped arguing and looked at Kazumi with appreciation. The investigators now had their answer. Once alone, Maya stared at the empty classroom. Then she suddenly collapsed at the podium and was rushed to the hospital. Months of overwork had finally caused Maya's body to give out. Searching for her, the principal visited her home and found that she lived in a dark, warehouse-like room. Inside, students' confiscated belongings were carefully stored with return dates attached. He realized Maya cared for the children more closely than many parents did. Worried, the students went to visit her in the hospital. But Maya had already left the hospital, leaving only a tag for Yusuke's stuffed toy. No one knew where she had gone, and they feared they would never see her again. Yusuke picked a fight with local thugs, hoping to draw Maya out. The situation spiraled, and the students prayed she would appear. Sure enough, that familiar figure arrived. Maya fought the group alone and won, but she was badly injured. Yusuke's reckless plan would have serious consequences. After they returned to school, the education board demanded Maya's dismissal after news of the street fight spread. Maya insisted on giving one final lesson. Covered in bruises, she entered the classroom, and Yusuke apologized through tears. Soon, everyone stood and accepted part of the blame. Maya still held her ground. When people make mistakes, they must face the consequences. Maya ordered everyone to submit a reflection paper the next day. Then an education board official arrived and announced that she was being replaced. Realizing Maya was leaving, the students felt helpless. Maya calmly explained that despite life's setbacks, they must remain confident and notice the beauty around them. The students broke down in tears. The official had guards escort Maya out while she insisted on finishing her last words. Usually stern, she now had tears in her eyes. She had acted like a wall so the students could learn to overcome difficulties by themselves. Being misunderstood did not matter if it helped them grow strong. Before Maya left, the principal offered to help her find work, but she said she would never abandon education. Maya believed that education could create miracles. Where she taught next did not matter. After she left, the substitute teacher expected complaints, but the students quietly took part in class. Their expressions showed that an irreplaceable teacher already lived in their hearts. Soon, graduation day arrived. Every student's family attended except Yusuke's, so he arrived alone. While he pretended not to care, Kazumi noticed a woman holding his stuffed toy. Yusuke froze. It was the mother he had not seen for 7 years. Barely believing she had come, he approached her with Kazumi's encouragement. Ashamed, his mother said Maya had found and confronted her. Only then did she realize she had neglected her son, so she came to his graduation. Maya had helped everyone grow, but she could not attend the ceremony herself. The students eagerly watched the door, hoping she would appear. Back in her office, Maya deleted every record of their misconduct. Unable to hand them their diplomas, she used this gesture to recognize how much they had changed. Every profile picture held a story of growth. Maya had raised remarkable students and found peace in that. Outside the ceremony, she longed to see them but could not bring herself to enter, hoping to avoid a painful goodbye. As she turned away, she met another school administrator. The principal had sent him to bring her inside. He praised her work. Under Maya, no one was late or wasteful. Everyone studied harder, and every student had passed the entrance exams. Hearing that her students had not let her down, Maya felt truly fulfilled. She entered the classroom one last time. Its empty rows of desks marked the end of elementary school and the start of a new journey. As Maya finished reminiscing and turned to leave, the lights came on and all the students surrounded her. The ceremony was not over. Their substitute teacher had brought them back, and Kazumi excitedly asked Maya to stay for one more surprise. The students carried in a huge wooden panel. When they pulled away the black cloth, their graduation project appeared, now with Maya included. With Maya included, the class portrait was finally complete. Deeply moved, she hid her tears behind a cold expression. The students tearfully thanked her, saying they were lucky to have her and finally understood why she had challenged them. Maya listened, then prepared to leave while still acting distant. As Maya turned away, the students began singing a farewell song. She could no longer hide her emotions. She raised her head through her tears, reluctant to part yet overjoyed by their growth. Maya had acted tough so they would not become sheltered children and would face hardship bravely. Her methods had helped them grow strong. Their year together was short, but their bond ran deep. Soon the cherry blossoms bloomed and Kazumi started middle school. On her way out, she spotted a familiar figure and ran over happily. Kazumi called out to Maya, but Maya walked past without responding. When Kazumi turned away, Maya finally gave her a warm smile. That rare smile revealed what her strictness had hidden all year. She had never stopped believing in her students. By facing hardship and taking responsibility, they had learned to stand on their own.